It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the reigning AFC champs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. It should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, Cobb. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Taylor looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. No score after one on EA Sports. Off play action. Cobb. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return, it's King. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Are you serious, dog?
Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's got room. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. And boy, how many times have we seen Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Desmond King making the tackle. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded right around the 8. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yeah, officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Cobb eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
56. I got it. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
On third down, Cobb. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And if you blink, you... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Taylor busts through the tackle. 68 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the bootleg, Cobb. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now a 2nd down and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Okay, so now I'd like to welcome Carter Landry to the show. And dedicated listeners of my podcast know I've been a big fan of Carter's since your college days. And, you know, I can't believe how time flies, but you're a veteran now on your fourth NFL team. So tell me, Carter, what's life been like as a Jet?
Oh, it's been great so far, man. But I really think the chemistry this group has is something special.
Well, and that says a lot coming from someone like you who has obviously been a part of some different locker rooms. Heck, I mean, you've been around several future Hall of Famers.